Hey guys, so this is like take 3 of this video. I had a lot of interruptions. Anyway, so Chris Clarke here, and so I already put out my first video, and that was just kind of like an introductory kind of deal, like just talking about myself, how I got into lifting, and all that kind of stuff, basic stuff. And today I decided to talk about what I currently do, and obviously like it kind of feels like I'm just kind of talking out into nothingness because I only got like 6 views on my last video. But like, what do you expect? It's like a new channel. You already got like a lot of fitness channels out there, and then this is like just like, who is this guy? Nobody knows, mystery. But anyway, so I figured, hey, like I'm just gonna put out this content. Eventually my birthday coming up real soon, November 14th. If anybody wants to get me anything, but I just wanted to put out stuff, and eventually I'll get out the great equipment that I can use to make great videos. But anyway, so what I currently do over the summer, what I was doing was push-pull legs, kind of split, push pull legs, and that worked pretty well for me. I had my big compound movements, which you're not going to get big unless you're doing the big compound movements. You got your bench, your squat, and your deadlift, right? And so that was going pretty well. I was making steady progress. Like, I think over the summer is where I made most of my progress for that year, to be honest. But anyway, so currently what I am running, because I only have 5 days a week to work out instead of 6 because of work, what I'm currently doing is I'll kind of alternate. Like, I'll have either 2 upper body days and 3 lower body days, or like the next week, if I just ran that, I'd do like 3 upper body days and 2 lower body days, just to kind of keep it even. But so like the whole thing is, the way that my body responds to training, it seems like my chest and my back respond very well. Always been told that I have a good like chest and back. My arms though, they've had the most trouble, keeping up with the rest of my body, and then same with my legs, but getting progress in that. So what I believe works the best, which I have started to see, is frequency. So what is frequency? You have, what is it? Fit principle, frequency, intensity, time, and type, stuff like that, like back in gym class. But anyway, how often do you train a muscle? So if you want a muscle to grow faster, to a degree, like you want the best optimal result, you're not going to get that hitting it once a week, like, the standard bodybuilder kind of type stuff. And the only reason a lot of those elite guys are able to do that is because of steroids. Performance enhancers. That's why they're able to do that. Whereas natural lifters like you and me, if you are a natural, what typically works for them isn't going to work for us. So what I was doing is working more in the hypertrophy range for size. So I'd be hitting, 8 to 10 reps, 4 or 5 sets, making sure I got a lot of volume. And then I was doing that like 3 times a week per like body part, or, just keeping it somewhat simple. And I noticed a lot of size gains, and I did gain a little bit more strength. But what I felt is that I kind of hit a plateau. So how do you break through a plateau? Well, see, if you're hitting 8 to 10 reps, you're constantly doing something like that, you got to switch it up. Your body gets used to it. It adapts, right? So if your body adapts to it, like, because it's smart, your body doesn't want to put on muscle. It literally puts on muscle as an adaptation to the stimuli you put it through, which is lifting. Lifting is a stimuli. The adaptation is, oh crap, we need to get strong enough and be able to work through this, so we're going to put on muscle. And then it figures out how to work around that a lot easier. So you got to switch it up. You can either switch it up by, lowering the rest time, increasing the weight, increasing the volume, stuff like that. Maybe adding in different exercises, stuff like that. But one of the biggest things though, like if you're trying to get stronger and stuff like that, you got to eat more. And I figured this out because it's actually kind of somewhat recently. I was like, I feel like I haven't been as strong as I normally used to be. Like, I used to be able to hit like 185 on the incline. I hit 205 on the bench, like flat. And I'm like, I'm not really there as I used to be. Like, I was a lot stronger before. Why am I not as strong as I used to be? Obviously, I haven't been working as high into that strength range as I should have been. And not only that, but I wasn't eating enough. The only way that you can get stronger is if you give yourself, enough nutrients to do the work it needs to do. So if you're hitting a plateau, honestly, the first thing is, have I been eating enough, or have I been sleeping enough? Because chances are, if you're not doing one of those, then you're probably going to run into a plateau pretty soon if you haven't already. So anyway, uh, back to my split. So I have that, three upper, two lower, two upper, and three lower. I like hitting things frequently, especially for like weak points. So like my arms, like they are certainly a lot better than they used to be, but because they don't respond as easily, I don't have to hit my back and my chest as really hard, Like obviously, yes, you should still be hitting the compound movements. Like you're not going to grow by doing isolation stuff. Like you need to hit the compound movements if you're a natural lifter. That's what produces the most testosterone and like growth hormone and stuff like that. Like the big movements that use a lot of muscles. So, hitting them compound movements, like I always start off with that. And then I focus on the arms. And with arms, I also do shoulders because my shoulders are also a weak point. And then with legs, like obviously you got to get your squats out of the way, or sumo deadlifts, like leg press, and then I'll go into like the extensions, like lunges, stuff like more isolation type stuff. But so far that's what I've been doing. And from the first year of lifting, I even gained stretch marks on my legs. I started to gain a little bit on my left bicep actually. I mean, it's starting to kind of go away. I don't know if you can see that, like right under the cuff, like right. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to do this with just my phone. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. It's been working pretty well for me, and I just wanted to kind of put out another video. So there's like content out there, but I'm eventually going to start, taking this a lot more seriously, and yeah, hopefully it all works out. Getting put out the stuff I need, and yeah, so like, subscribe if you want to keep seeing that journey. And yeah, see you guys.